Hi everyone! So recently we got a pet Euromastix. She came with an enclosure and everything, but the recommended size is typically a 4x2x2. So we decided, because they're either really expensive or super hard to find, that we were just going to build our own. So if you watch the rest of this video, we will show you how to build your own enclosure on a budget.
And we spent a total of just a little over $100. I am going to provide all the items we bought in the description below. Also, there's a lot of videos out there talking about creating your own enclosures, and they talk about like you have to get like a wood cutter, you have to like buy a bunch of things, but really Lowe's, Home Depot actually cuts your wood for you. The ones we got were already like pre-cut. Yeah, so it wasn't that difficult to find. We are gonna be using a 4x2 long rectangle, and then on the sides like 2x2 to make our enclosure.
Yeah, so this is gonna be for anyone really. We're not the most handy people in the world, so I think anyone can do it.
Yeah, and then she painted these yesterday.
Yes.
So that's really what it is. We just spray painted, but that's totally optional. You don't really have to do it. But we decided to add a little color to it. Right?
And we just did that for the outside. So inside, we don't want any paint, so we got this surface adhesive for like countertops and everything, and we're gonna put that so it's nice and smooth with no paint.
And then also, a lot of people like putting the light inside. Because this is our first time, we decided to just keep it simple and create a screen top, right? We're probably gonna make changes moving forward, but for this video, we are gonna be putting this screen top. So we're gonna have the lid with this, and then just put the lamps that we already have on top.
Yeah. So let's get started.
Cool.
So we just finished putting the adhesive onto the inside of our enclosure. So the sides, the bottom, and the back. So it's nice and smooth, easy to wipe down, and yeah.
Cool design. Look, it gives them the desert vibe. You know?
If there's concrete in the desert.
Yeah.
Maybe some stones.
Yeah. Now on to step 2 is putting it together without the drill, just the glue.
Yeah, so we're just gonna put it all together, make sure all the pieces fit. We're gonna use a little bit of Gorilla Glue on the edges just to kind of make sure that it's reinforced.
Yep, and I want to say we've already had this, and you don't really need to do it. You can just kind of set it up and start drilling. So this is totally optional.
Yeah, just to be safe.
Yeah, we're just gonna glue it.
Yeah. So we'll get started.
Okay, so we did glue the back part, but because the angle was so good and we placed it so well, we decided to
go ahead and reinforce the corners.
Yeah, for both sides. So now we're gonna be gluing the sides, and then pretty much same thing. We're gonna be putting those L's to reinforce it. Look at that color, huh? Oh man, that looks good. Okay, so we put the two sides together. We first glued it and then added some L screws.
Yeah, corner braces.
Corner braces.
I think that's what they're called.
I think so too. Nice and sturdy. Our next steps are putting the door, which we are using Plexiglass for. We went back and forth. We were initially going to do sliding doors. It feels like a lot of people are doing that. However, we decided that it would look cooler and it might be actually easier to make opening doors.
We got little doorknobs for each door because we got a 4x2 and we just cut it in half at Lowe's.
And again, other videos they say like cut the glass yourself. No, if you don't have the machine or the tools for that, you can literally just go to Lowe's, Home Depot, and they'll cut it for you. So this was initially 4 feet, but we asked for them to cut down the middle.
Yeah, and then for our doors, to keep it from just opening, we got magnetic. So we're gonna put this on the bottom of the enclosure, a magnet on the door, that way it can open and close. So yeah, we will update you once we get all that together.
Yep. Cool. Want to say anything?
She's coming. She wants to.
Give our audience a little update.
Okay, so we undid our plexiglass film, put in our doorknobs, and then we put 3 holes for the hinges so that we can put it onto the front.
Yep.
And then we just used these to suspend it so we didn't drill into the ground.
Yep. So pretty much after this now, we're gonna add it to the doors, and then hopefully it should just open with ease.
We'll see.
Hey, so we had to put this on hold for one day, just because it was getting late, and we needed to buy nuts, the thing that goes like on the end of the screw, because for our door, it just kept coming off. For our magnet, actually, let's show it.
We had to buy Acorn nuts
For
the little screws. So we realized when we put the plastic, or not plastic, when we put the magnet on, the screw is just gonna be through, and we don't want it to like just be hanging out, poking anybody. So we got these little nuts to go on the end of the screw.
And then the magnet, if we didn't explain, is to keep the door shut. So we're gonna attach a magnet to this glass, and then this magnet's already on the bottom. So when it closes, it'll just stay closed so my lizard doesn't get out. Okay, so we finished the doors. However, the nuts we bought, and I don't know if they someone else put it in the wrong package. The nuts that we got were a little bit bigger, but we tested it in the store and it fit. So again, I think someone might have taken out bigger nuts and put it on the wrong package. But anyways, so it was a little big. So what we did was we still screwed it in. However, we used Gorilla Glue we just had it on hand. So the white stuff you see there is Gorilla Glue that we're just letting it dry. However, we did still put the cap on the end. It was just a little bit bigger than what we wanted. You want to just try to open the door. I know we're letting the glue dry, but just a little demonstration.
Yeah.
And that's how it's going to look like. So next, we're going to put in extra L's on both sides, the left and the right here, just to make this a little bit more tight. And then also, we bought this flatwood that we plan on putting in the front, and the reason for this is because I plan on using loose substrate for my Euromastics, and we don't want the sand, the soil, or whatever we put in to fall out every time we open the door. So that's gonna keep it in place. But yeah, I'll show you an update once we finish that. So we finished putting the wood on the bottom. Again, this is to keep all the substrate in, so every time we open the door, it doesn't fall out. And then we also put in our L's on the side. So for the top, I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are going to be using this screen top hardware cloth as our base, and we got that from Ace Hardware. It was only like 10 bucks. Lowe's and Home Depot also has it, but it was just more bigger and more expensive.
And Walmart.
Yeah, and Walmart. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna put this stick, and again, Home Depot and Lowe's cuts your wood for you, or you can buy pre-cut. So we're gonna be putting this wood on the top right here. We're gonna nail it in or screw it in. And then we're just literally gonna cover the entire top with this hardware cloth. And to keep it in place or tighten it, we are gonna be using these staples. You can get them again at Ace, Home Depot, Lowe's. And we're just gonna staple it in on the sides and then the back. Okay, update. So we put the screen top on, pretty sturdy. We stapled it around. Looks pretty good if I say so myself. Okay, so here is the final product. We did add an extra hinge on both sides just to make the door open a little bit more with ease. But yeah, this is it. We are now going to put this little girl in and then see how she likes it.
She wants to go to her new home.
Ready?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
put her in.
recording. So let's put her in.
It was a fun project. That wasn't that long. It took a few hours. Would you do it again?
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
Maybe with extra supplies on hand.